the elect of the nation of Israel. They were born to be leaders of the nation. What did Yahushua tell his disciples? You shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Think about that, man. We're being created, we're being formed, we're being forged into being leaders of this great nation, the nation of Israel.
Paul's letter to the Ephesians, chapter 1. Paul, an apostle of Yahushua, by the will of God, to the saints which are at Ephesus, and to the faithful in Yahushua, grace be to you, and peace from God our Father, and from the Lord Yahushua. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Yahushua, who hath blessed us with all spiritual blessings in heavenly places in Yahushua, according as he hath chosen us in him before the foundation of the world, that we should be holy and without blame before him in love, having predestinated us unto the adoption of children by Yahushua to himself, according to the good pleasure of his will, to the praise of the glory of his grace, wherein he hath made us accepted in the beloved, in whom we have redemption through his blood, the forgiveness of sins, according to the riches of his grace, wherein he hath abounded toward us in all wisdom and prudence, having made known unto us the mystery of his will, according to his good pleasure which he hath purposed in himself, that in the dispensation of the fullness of times he might gather together in one all things in Yahushua, both which are in heaven and which are on earth, even in him. In him also we have obtained an inheritance, being predestinated according to the purpose of him who worketh all things after the counsel of his own will, that we should be to the praise of his glory, who first trusted in Yahushua, in whom ye also trusted, after that ye heard the word of truth, the gospel of your salvation, in whom also after that ye believed, ye were sealed with that Holy Spirit of promise, which is the earnest of our inheritance until the redemption of the purchased possession, unto the praise of his glory.
The elect of the nation of Israel. They were born to be leaders of the nation. What did Yahushua tell his disciples? You shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. Think about that, man. We're being created, we're being formed, we're being forged into being leaders of this great nation, the nation of Israel.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praise, honor, and glory unto Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, by Hashem, Kakadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of GMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples for his younger brothers. And peace and blessings, salutations to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners who have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua. All right, and what I want to get into, all right, to tonight, all right, is pretty much a follow-up on the live stream done, a few nights ago, dealing with the CBDC, all right, and pretty much, what we're seeing with the BRICS, all right, banking countries, is that the talk now is about BRICS announcing a new, currency. All right, but at the end of the day, it's the BRICS conglomerate is nothing but a segue to the global digital currency. Okay, and what Esau Edom, is good at is being extremely crafty with his wickedness, man. Okay, and the masses of the people, are going to be caught, all right, within this man's net. Okay, because what we have to understand about the money system, okay, there's no other currency, all right, that is strong enough to be a world reserve currency. Only the US dollar is able to be a to stand alone and be a world reserve currency. All right, crashing the dollar is a crashing of the global, all right, economy. Okay, so as long as this economy is still up and going, the dollar is always going to be the dominant currency. Okay, that's why they have to crash the whole global currency completely to bring in a new one. All right, and this whole BRICS thing is nothing but, all right, a decoy as they usher in, all right, this global digital currency. All right, but they're going to make it seem as if the BRICS currency is here to save the day. See, Esau is extremely crafty in his wickedness, and that's why we can always link him to the serpent. All right, so let's get that. Then we'll expound some more. You know, and I ain't super intelligent when it comes to the economy. All right, so I'm just explaining particular things on the surface level. Okay, but at the end of the day, we understand the craftiness, all right, of Esau Edom. So let's go here. Okay, to the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. All right, this is the book of Genesis, chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field, all right, which the Lord had made." And this is speaking of nations. Okay, when you go to Daniel 7th chapter, when he spoke about those four beasts, or those four beasts was nations of men. Okay, so when this is speaking in this context, it's speaking, all right, the serpent, which was a man, all right, from that line of the wicked. Okay, and he was more subtle than any beast or any nation that was of the fields in the earth. Okay, it says which the Lord power had made, and he said unto the woman, "Ye have not the Most High said, ye shall not eat of every tree of the garden." Okay, now I want to go into the word subtile. Okay, this is how this man is moving. You see, that circle. All right, in Hebrews, like it's I renum. Okay, I renum. And what does it say? It says subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly. Okay, sensible, prudent. Because this man is prudent in his wickedness, man. All right, and he can make wickedness seem as if it makes sense. That's another thing that this man is extremely good at, is making wickedness seem as if it makes sense, man. Okay, so you have a society where men chopping their rise off, women saying they don't need men. Okay, people are pro-abortion. You see, like he makes wickedness make sense. Gang culture, street culture, like he makes all these things make sense, man, because he's extremely shrewd and crafty in how he moves. Okay, and what we're seeing with the economy, he's painting the American dollar as the villain. Okay, but then he has the BRICS countries as the savior of the economy. Okay, but those BRICS nations are going to lead, all right, the earth into what, a global currency, man, a digital global currency, man, that's going to be controlled by a particular device. Okay, and this is what we have to understand what this man is doing. He's transitioning as we speak. Okay, one thing about this devil, he knows how to make it seem as if everything is normal. Okay, while he's all right plotting wickedness in the background. If let's see, let's get there real quick. In second Ezra, then we'll go to the video. But let me get there real quick in second Ezra. All right. So let's go here to right, second Esdras 16 and starting at 21. All right, this is the book of second Esdras, chapter 6, 16, verse 21. It says, Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. Yeah, because like I said, the dollar is still going to be the dollar will always be the strongest. All right, one of the strongest currencies. Okay, as long as this current economy is still up, so they had to shut this whole thing down. All right, for the dollar to crash. Okay, the dollar is not going to crash. All right, by itself, and these other currencies are still relevant. No, okay, all these currencies are linked, to the dollar. And see, what we have to understand with inflation, if the American dollar inflates 5%, okay, 10%, well, there's other currencies that are inflating at 40%, 100%, 150%, because they're weaker than the dollar. Okay, so as the dollar lose power, the global economy loses power. Okay, and what we're seeing is a controlled demolition of the economy, man. All right, to usher in a new one, a completely new one that's going to be global, digital, all right, and programmable. Okay, but he's going to sell it as what? Liberty. You see, he sold the feminist doctrine as what? Liberty. Look at the aftermath. You see, he sold the alphabet community as what? Liberty. Look at the aftermath. Okay, he presented street culture as if it was a normal career. Okay, look at the aftermath. This is how this man gets down, and this is why as we constantly study this man, we peep how this man move, and he's finna do the same thing. Okay, he's finna run that same. All right, 1-2. You see, so let's read it again. This is second Esdras chapter 16, verse 21. It says, Behold, victuals shall be so good cheap upon earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. See, these things are still all right happening in real time. These things are going to continue to grow, and famine, gun violence, and great confusion is going to be the new norm. Okay, it's going to grow into the new norm. All right, this economy, is slowly being deconstructed. These things are going to grow into the new norm, and this is the phase of where we're at, man. Okay, then it's going to get to the point where it's just going to be all out chaos. Verse 22 says, For many of them that dwell upon the earth shall perish of famine. Yeah, famine is going to be extreme in the times to come. Okay, when things get unaffordable, before the economy even crashes, when things just get unaffordable, man. All right, and it's going to affect the lower tier first. Okay, shall perish of famine, and the other that escape of hunger shall the sword destroy. Yeah, because people, all right, are going to go into the dog eat dog mentality, man. Very roguish, man. Okay, when people can't afford things, and you have all these guns in America, people are gonna what, man? Take. You see? So this is the part of the game that we're coming into. This is what the part of the prophecy that we're leading into, man. Okay, and it's all by design. Now, hold on. Yeah. So let me let's go from there, and let me cue this video up. All right, and we're gonna watch maybe about 7 minutes of it, you know, and just touch on some things. Ain't gonna make it. Try not to make it super long. Just want to hit a few points. All right, dealing with the BRICS, digital currency. Okay.
Hey everybody, Josh Sigurdsson of World Alternative Media here, and we have to be very careful when we talk about the so-called gold-backed currency that is BRICS, because remember, we've been diagnosing this for quite some time, my friends. What they're actually building is gold. They're gold IOUs based on very little actual physical gold. It's what they did in the United States for decades, which led to Charles de Gaulle, the president of France, coming to New York Harbor and demanding the gold be repatriated. They could not give that gold back, so they went into the fiat system under Nixon. And this screams a lot of the same issues, except for it will be attached to a global ledger. And when I say a global ledger, I mean every single thing that you can imagine will be attached to one system, and they'll give you the digital version while they claim it's based on gold. And of course, for that reason, it'll be more sturdy as a currency. But of course, they'll never disclose where that gold is. They'll never disclose how much of that gold they really have. And they will essentially tell people that they must succumb to the CBDC that is based on this so-called gold.
So they're getting ready to sell false hope, man. You know, they're going to present this new digital currency as if it's backed by gold, which will solve the problem of inflation. Okay? This how the devil is going to come. And a lot of people, especially, you know, Jake don't know what the hell going on. Okay? Don't have a clue what's going on, man. A lot of people are going to buy into it. You know, and this whole thing with the juice, see the way people reacted to that juice, they let the elites know that these people are ready for the taking, man. Okay? These people are ready for the taking. If a brother can put that in 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verse 1, okay, and 2. Yeah, 2nd Ezra chapter 5, verses 1 and 2. Okay.
So we're going to get into this and more today. As it says out of Kitco, Russia confirms BRICS will create a gold-backed currency. And keep in mind, we also know this, Russian CBDC legislation expands foreign access. That's from May of 2023 that they did this. And now they're rolling out as a gold-backed currency for Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. They're meeting in August. And this is on the cusp of history, my friends. We are seeing the move into a full-fledged cashless system this month. As I've said, we have FedNow coming out July 18th. We have the move to basically shut down all banks overnight coming out back on July 1st. And with this BRICS summit with France and all these other countries trying to join, keep in mind, my friends, that once we see that move into BRICS, there's no going back. And no, the dollar's bad, of course, but this is a far worse beast system. This beast system is exactly what Klaus Schwab wanted for the Great Reset. So let's be extremely wary of what we are walking into here. Anyways, before we get into this, make sure to check those.
So he's letting you know that the dollar is bad, okay, because America's able to weaponize it. But this digital currency is going to be far worse, because it's going to be complete control. See, with the dollar, with cash, you're able, do your side hustles, evade taxes. People are able, to make little moves. Okay, when you deal with cash, it's too loose. You see, Esau's trying to tighten the screws on control. Okay, and he can have complete control with a digital or the global digital based currency. All right, and the device, okay, inside of people, man. This is where it's going. All right, you can play games and this ain't that and that ain't this. Okay, this is where this man is headed with it. All right. Let's see.
Links in the description. We have KirkElliottPhD.com/wham, where you can buy, and he is a double PhD and DC system. Also, make sure to check out HeavensHarvest.com, shipping on much of those products in the US. And even if you don't qualify for the free shipping, I still urge urgency time, my friends. This isn't today. Never mind tomorrow, when not only are you confirms BRICS will create a goal amount of food, and of course there will be no food on the grocery shelves. Very important stuff. So check those links in the description. Anyway, let's get into this. So out of Kitco, it says Russia confirms BRICS will create a gold-backed currency. And as the article goes into, it says the gold market could see a new bullish momentum as the world could see a new type of gold standard. Again, sounds very exciting until you understand what they're actually doing with this. Total social credit, carbon credit scores across the board. It says Friday, according to state-run RT, the Russian government has confirmed that Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, also known as BRICS nations, will introduce a new trading currency backed by gold. The official announcement is expected to be made during the BRICS summit in August in South Africa. Remember, Janet Yellen just went to China. We reported on that, where she shook hands with Xi Jinping and essentially acknowledged the fact that China is going to take over. She said just a month and a half ago that the US dollar will be replaced slowly but surely as the world's reserve currency. So this is being admitted by the people that are doing it. And it's all part of an agenda. This isn't some battle of the currencies. This is on purpose, and it's been built up for a long time to bring in this great reset. Willem Middelkoop on Twitter says, there you go. It's official. BRICS planning to introduce a new trading currency backed by gold at August summit. Gold standard will be a great benefit to strengthening a single currency. 41 countries have applied for BRICS membership. Okay, so 6.6 billion population with all the countries applying. And how is it good to strengthen a single currency? Competing currencies is how you have a free system where not everyone is enslaved to a bunch of inflation. If you want a central bank digital currency, go for it. But as soon as it's mandated on people, that changes everything, my friends. And I think it's extremely important to point out that, we have countless currencies right now that people could use that aren't government controlled. We have, privacy coins, for example. We have gold and silver that's physical. We have all these things that already exist, but people really want to depend on another system that will enslave them further into starvation, destroy energy grid, destroy housing market, manipulate markets, and push people into complete servitude to a CBDC with social credit and carbon credits on it. Do people really want that? I don't think most people want that. But you know what? People are going to go along with it when they have no choice. That is what concerns me the most, is people will go along with it when they feel like they have no choice. They have a choice, of course, but little do they know. It says the
mass is going to be taken, okay? Because people are just going to want convenience back. Okay, you seen when they had the lockdowns, what were people crying for? Convenience, to go outside, okay, to go to work. Okay, Esau has these people right where he wants them, okay, to bring this chaos and bring a solution. We seen it. He done ran the play. Okay, he locked it down. Okay, he came with a solution, and what did people do? They stuck the arm out for the solution. Now they finna stick their hand out, man. Okay, this is on the brother beyond Yashala, 2nd Ezra 5:1. Nevertheless, is coming the tokens. Behold, the days shall come that they which dwell upon the earth shall be taken in a great number, and the way of truth shall be hidden. See, the word, the Lord is going to remove, the Lord is going to allow this word to be removed. Okay, and the only narrative, the only instruction that's going to be coming, all right, from the YouTube, the TV, is going to be from Esau, Edom. And brothers speculate they might leave, a few sold out camps, because this is why you have certain camps that preach against, the C-hip. Okay, being the MOTB. You see? So they might leave one, token camp up. All right. 1 to 2 IUIC was their doctrine changed daily. Okay, but for the most part, the true understanding, the true word, the true instructions, the true, mysteries of the prophecies is going to be hidden, man. And people are going to be left, with Esau, Edom, and his instructions, man. Okay, the instructions of death. All right, and it says, "And the land shall be barren of faith." Okay, because people don't know what to believe in. Christians don't know what they believe in. Okay, the masses of society don't know, have anything to believe in. Everything is about what? The right now. Everything is about the right now. This is a faithless society, man. All right, and it's going to be shown, and it showed during the juice. You know, a nigga didn't have a revival or nothing. Nobody prayed. Everybody did what? They stuck the arm out, man. So imagine when the real chaos come, when the real inflation, and you know, when business really, when, because he's going to eliminate these small businesses. They're done. Okay, this inflation that's coming is going to ruin, all right, the remainder of small business that survived the demic. Okay, it's going to ruin middle class. It's going to ruin savings. Okay, it's going to ruin pensions and 401k. It's going to ruin those things, stocks. All right, and this is what people believe in. This is what people trust in. You see, verse 2, it says, "But iniquity shall be increased above that which thou now seest, or that thou hast heard long ago." Yeah, it's gonna get bad, man. Okay, people are finna lose it. You see, violence gonna crank up on another level. This is the thing. All right, this is where we at in prophecy, man. All right, and it's just getting closer and closer. Okay, by the day. Okay, let's go here. This the brother GMS Shar. Like a my second Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, "Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past which I have shown thee before, then shalt thou understand." All right, that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made. And we see prophecy unfolding. Okay, we see these things happen in real time. The things that John the Revelator seen on the Isle of Patmos, those things are gearing up. Okay, and the two prophecies that we await is the sea hip, which the sea hip is going to bring the famine, Jacob's trouble. Okay, because they got to bring the chaos. All right, in order to present it as a solution. So you know, Jacob trouble is a prelude to the sea hip. Okay, the famine, the violence, all that's a prelude to the sea hip, man. Okay, and then you have World War III. So that's when Yahweh Shai is going to visit the earth, man, in the name and the authority of his Father. That's how the Most High is going to visit the earth, is through his Son Yahweh Shai. Okay, so we're seeing the signs, all right, building up to that, man. We're seeing the activity, all right, that we was reported to watch for. We're seeing it build up to that, man. Okay. Yep, this is another one too. This is Proverbs 29:18, the brother Gashan 72, where there is no vision, the people perish. Okay? And where do we get the vision from? The scriptures, faith. You see, we believe in a world beyond this. We have a vision beyond America, beyond, all right, westernization. Okay? Beyond the American dollar and these currencies, you know, these wicked currencies, man. We see beyond Esau's rulership. All right. And the scriptures put us in that spirit. All right. Through the Holy Spirit of understanding, the comforter, you know, we have a vision of something beyond this, man, and that's the kingdom promise. You see? So if you don't have that vision, the chaos is going to make you buckle. Okay, if we don't have that vision, man, the chaos will make us buckle, man. Okay, and said, "But he that keepeth the law, happy is he." Okay, and we can't keep the law perfect, but we can do those two things that Yahweh Shai, said what, hang all the law. Okay, loving the Most High with all our heart, soul, and spirit. Okay, which prevents idolatry or going after another doctrine. Okay, and treat thy neighbor as thyself. Our conduct, righteous conduct amongst the body. All right, amongst the brothers, amongst the believers. Okay, integrity. So let's go here. I'm gonna let it play a little more.
Latest news is adding new momentum to ongoing de-dollarization trend unfolding in the global economy. Since mid 2022, central banks worldwide have been buying gold at a historic pace, in part to diversify their reserves away from the US dollar. For many analysts, a gold-backed currency is the next evolution in this process. Many analysts have seen China's recent gold purchases as an attempt to bring international credibility to the yuan. At the same time, the U.S. government weaponization of the U.S. dollar against Russia for invading Ukraine has created some geopolitical uncertainty among some nations allied with Russia. No, Russia is working with China. China was chosen a long time ago as a new system. And of course, we have to remember, and I've said it a million times, but Henry Kissinger met with Mao Zedong in the early 1970s to create an alliance with China to save them from starvation and make them the monopoly on trade worldwide. We know that. And that led into the creation of the Trilateral Commission by Zbigniew Brzezinski to create a global technocracy, as he said, utilizing China as a guinea pig state. And now, fast forward, we see that technocracy come to fruition. At the same time, as we see, this move into war worldwide, which is perfect for that system to thrive because they need an excuse. At the same time as you see the banks go down, at the same time as you see bank runs, at the same time as you see inflation at levels that we haven't seen before, as a dollar completely collapses. Again, this is by design.
Yeah, man. What we have to understand, all right, the elites pump money. They pump money into China. Okay? That's why all those American, corporations are over in China, man, because they get their cheap labor, okay, and they get to sell it, at extremely high profits, okay, mainly where? In America, man. Okay? China got rich off Americans' consumerism, cheap labor, okay, through their citizens, because they don't have the labor laws of America. Okay? So through cheap labor and the consumerism of America, China has become, all right, wealthy, man. And what do you see? The technocracy in China, man. Social credit system. Okay, China is ahead of the curve of the NWO because pretty much, that's the the elite's testing ground, man. Okay, Russia and China being these allies, the elites have pumped money into Russia's military. Okay, the elites are getting ready for a transition, and within their transition, they're going to lose. Okay, his brother can put that in Job as when he's in scrapes. All right, when he's about to fill his belly, he should be in scrapes. Okay, this is the part where we at. This man is, Esau's plotting and scheming. He got all his pieces, where he want them. He got all these narratives. People, the masses believe in particular narratives. Okay, he has the device, prepared. He has the infrastructure, for the digital currency prepared. He's been conditioning, man. Went from debit cards, okay, to what? To apps. The Vimo, Cash App. Okay. As the brother has it. It's the brother Beyond Yashala. Job 20 and 22 says, in the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Yeah, man, when this man, thinks, when this man reaches a certain point to where, he's seeing his new world system roll out. Okay. He's seeing people getting hip and live normal, getting back to some normalcy, man. Okay? When he reaches that point, all right, then there's going to be difficulties that the Lord is going to put, within this man's agenda, man. All right? A brother can put that in Job 5 and 12 as well. It says, every hand, all right, of the wicked shall come up on him, man. And all right, and then you see there's a rebellion against this system. All right, these Edomites are calling them out. Okay, so as he gets, closer to fulfilling it, all right, it's going to be more resistance. All right, and the main thing that's resisting this devil is the word of prophecy, man. The word of Yahweh Shema Shai. Okay, which within the word, see the Bible is the script. Okay, and we're just reminding this devil what the script says, and he lose, man. Okay, this is Job 20 and 23 says, when he is about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast, all right, the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. Yeah, so while he's establishing, his NWO, okay, as he constantly working away and putting pieces together, and running this play over here and got this set up over here, and has made it mandated. Okay, so this man gets closer to, all right, his enterprise. The Lord is going to intervene. All right, he's going to cause conflict and war amongst these nations, man. Then he make the Assyrians fight themselves. Those, during time of Judges, he made those Assyrians fight themselves, man. Okay, and this is going to be the same thing, all right, in this time, man. This world war, these heathens are going to fight each other, man. These Edomites are going to fight each other. All right, and that's going to be that's going to be the scene, all right, in which Yahweh Shai, all right, enter this realm, man, and goes to war with all of them, man, beginning with Esau Edom. It says when he was about to fill his belly, the Most High shall cast fury of his wrath upon him, and shall not rain. And it says it shall rain upon him while he is eating. Verse 24, he shall flee from the iron weapon, and the bow shall strike him through. Okay, you see, a lot of these devils. Okay, because these nukes are going to just destroy Esau's infrastructure. Okay, like this infrastructure of Esau Edom is going to be laid flat, man. You see, and there ain't gonna be no renaissance, man. All right, and at least gonna flee into those bunkers to be preserved for slavery, man. Okay, now let's go from here. What the brother got real quick. Yep, this is Job 5 and 12 says, he disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise. Okay, they're not gonna be able to pull this off, man. Okay, they're gonna make some leeway. And that's why we gotta have a mind on the victory, man, because it's gonna get to a point to where it was like, damn, he pulling it off. You see? But the Lord gonna intervene at the perfect time. Okay? And really start breaking this man all the way down. And he's not gonna have any strength within his hand. Okay? Let's listen to a little more. If a brother could put 1 Samuel chapter 2, verses 6 through, I won't say 6 through 9, I'm gonna let a little more of this play.
Obviously. And now Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates are moving away from the US dollar into a petro yuan. That would finish it, my friend. So there you have oil, there you have gold in the BRICS system, and you have demand for a growing civilization. we always see these resets throughout history. We had ancient Rome, we had Egypt, we had all these places. Well, now we are seeing, and I've said this a few times. You go to Europe and you walk around some of the cities around there, and it's like being in an outdoor museum. It's beautiful, it's brilliant, but it's not of today. It's of the past. And the United States is quickly heading there, as well as Canada. And we are seeing the end of all these major European countries in the UK if they're on the dollar, which is why France wants to join the BRICS summit in August. He's basically begging them for it. And that means we look at what's the new civilization. Okay, well, Dubai looks like it. Anywhere in the United Arab Emirates or any of the big cities in Saudi Arabia. Shanghai, Beijing, obviously. Turkey, expanding vastly, even though they're dealing with huge economic issues. They are expanding vastly, as I've documented on the ground there before. And of course, any country that is not wanting to fail is going to want to latch themselves onto that opportunity to be part of the new civilization. France did in the past. London did in the past. Latch himself on to the United States as a new system of governance worldwide.
All right, so that's the point on that. I'm gonna expound on what he just said, but that's the point. With that video. If you want to watch the rest of it, I just drop it in the chat. Link in the chat if you want to watch the rest of it. It's about another 10 minutes. But also let's get Revelation 17 verses 16, 17, and 18. Okay, because he made a point. Okay, he said, look, when the American dollar was pretty much established as the global currency, what did you have? You had all those nations latch on to it. Okay, beginning with those EU nations. All right. And then eventually the rest of the world, they latched on to it, especially after, in the 70s when you had the deal done by Henry Kissinger and the Saudis to, establish the petrodollar. Okay. Because oil was, as oil became the major source of energy. All right. And these nations were constantly expanding. Okay. Oil was a major commodity, so the dollar became very powerful. Okay. Under the era of the petrol. You see? So now, what we're looking at now is they're going to roll out a new system. And now all these nations are attaching themselves to a new system. Okay? And it's not going to be the yuan. Okay? The Chinese yuan is not going to be the ruble. It's going to be a global digital currency. Okay? So you read here, it's your brother Gashan, 72, Revelation. All right, 17 and 16 says, and 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. These EU nations. Okay? Because it's pretty much the narrative is the American dollar is holding back progress, man. Okay, America has weaponized it. It has crippled people's economy, through sanctions. Okay? Because they've had the leverage of the dollar, man. Okay? America been making all these unilateral moves, which has pretty much weakened, the EU nation. Russia, when America got out of the deal with Iran, the nuclear agreement with Iran, okay, they hurt those EU nations, man. When America put sanctions on Russia, they hurt those EU nations. Okay? So what we seeing, America is becoming that hated whore. It says, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire, and ultimately there's nukes. Okay? Because the fallout from this new world order, all right, from this it's going to be a fallout with this new world order. It's going to lead, okay, to war. And that war is going to go nuclear, man. Okay? And everyone's going to aim at America. All right? Verse 17 is for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will, which is in their minds. Remember, the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. All right? And as the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will. Proverbs 21:1. Okay, so he put it on the minds of these EU nations and the rest of these nations to do what? Mainly these EU nations, because it's talking about the 10 horns. Okay, to do what? Latch on to the dollar. Because if you give someone, authority over the economy, you're giving your power over to them. You see? So it said, for the Most High have put in their hearts to fulfill his will and to agree and to give their kingdom unto the beast, until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. Okay? So all these nations pretty much gave their kingdoms, their sovereignty, their economic sovereignty to what? This beast system, which was controlled by their dollar. But now it's time for another currency, man, that's going to give the elites more control of individuals, man. That's why he calls it what? All. Okay? Verse 18, and the woman which thou sawest is that great city, speaking of America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth. And America has reigned, all right, over all these nations of the earth. But now we're in a time of change. Okay? Now we're in a time of a new system, okay, coming in, all right, and being established, okay, as a new currency of this beast system. Okay? But it's written for this man to lose. All right, so let's get that real quick. This is the brother Gashan got it. Yep. This is Gashan 72, 1 Samuel 2 and 6 and 7. All right. 1 Samuel chapter 2, verses 6 through 7. It said, the Lord killeth and maketh alive, he bringeth down to the grave and bringeth up. The Lord maketh the poor, all right, and maketh rich. He bringeth low and lift it up. See, the Lord is in full control of this process. Esau is moving as if he's in control of this process. No, the Lord can make you poor or rich. Esau is rich because the Lord made him rich. Okay? We're in our predicament because the Lord brought us low. Okay? But the same power, all right, is going to take one down and lift up the other, man. Okay? And it's time for what? Jacob to come into that blessing, man. So we're about to be exalted. Yahweh Shai is about to be exalted in the earth. Okay? 1 Samuel 2 and 8, and it says, he raises up the poor out of the dust. You see, we're coming out of the dust. Okay? Esau is finna sit in the dust. It says in Isaiah 41, O thou daughter of Babylon, come sit thee in the dust. Okay? We're being raised up out of the dust. Esau is going to be thrown into the dust, confusion, and to the lowest part, the first being last, and the last being first. Okay? And lifted up the beggar from the dunghill to set them among princes and to make them inherit the throne of glory. Okay? So it says what Isaiah 47, what there's no throne for thee. Speaking of Babylon, which has pretty much, okay, been the world, the least, throne to rule the earth, man. They enchanted people through what? America. They conquered, all right, militarily through who? America. Okay? And why the America known as what? The excellency of the Chaldeans. See, the America has been the elites, it's been their favorite. Okay? The elites have favored America, man, because of what they've been able to accomplish through America, man. Okay? So that's been like this devil's throne in the earth. But guess what? He's finna come sit in the dust and he's raising up, all right, his men to those thrones, man. From my poor position, man. From my low position, he's raising us up to those thrones, man. And he finna snatch Esau out the throne. This is what this is all leading up to. Okay? And it says, and to make them to inherit the thrones of glory, which was promised to our forefathers, for the pillars, okay, of the earth are the Lord's, and he have set the world upon them, which means, hey, the Lord control all the fears, all the affairs in the earth, man. Okay? If he created the earth, he's not gonna control the affairs in it. He said he established the earth. Okay, the scripture says the earth hangeth on nothing. You can't explain why the earth is just there not moving, man. All right, the Lord did that, so he's not gonna all right, have a say so who's ruling the earth. All right, absolutely. This is 1 Samuel 2:9 says he will keep the feet of his saints, and the wicked shall be in silence and darkness, for by strength shall no man prevail. So the strength of the left hand and the wickedness and the technology of Esau, he's not going to prevail. Okay, but he's going to keep, his saints unmovable in these times. All right, while he does what, man? Weaken Esau, Edom. For by strength shall no man prevail. You see? So this man is going to lose, man. All right? So we just watching and seeing, how he's moving, how he's operating, and, see what he's throwing out there, man. But at the end of the day, okay, we're here. And this man is full steam ahead of transitioning this economy. Okay? The collapse will happen. Okay? They're going to attempt their great reset. Okay? And it's going to be very chaotic. Okay? And it's going to lead to a war, and that's going to lead to Yahushua, man. And this is where we're at. So, Lord will, you brothers and you few sisters will edify till next time I say Shalom. Kwame Mashallah. I'm Bob, DTA soon. Shalom.